Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's good to be here. And it's a chilly good morning here in the farms. So we are dressed up to the weather. And it's just good that God allows us to wake up. Those ones that are joining us for the very first time today, we are here every day from Monday to Friday. And we're so excited about the prospects of our consistency and just what we bring out there. It is with gratitude that we say on Monday we come with Rev Water. Today is Tuesday with myself, Dr SunshineSylvia. Wednesday, it's Marketplace, promoting young people and anyone who has any products and services to offer, riding on the shoulders of those ones that have gone before. On Thursday, we've got Dr. Nelly, and on Friday, we've got a new image with prevention is better than cure and products that can help us maintain our well-being. So today, on our 8 hours to 8:30, 30 minutes of your time, we bring to you what we call free Mentorship Academy sessions. And I am truly, truly honored to spend these 30 minutes with you. And thank you for showing up. I see you, Sandy Katz. I see you. It's always such a pleasure. Today, we are diving into one of the most pressing matters affecting personal performance and organization effectiveness. Affecting a matter that affects our personal performance and organizational effectiveness. And this is why we must shift our mindset from busy to productivity. From busy, because every day everyone is busy. You wake up, you're busy, rushing. So we just said, how can we talk about this? So at SBM Training and Consulting Institute, we have observed this over and over in our mindset change process. People are working very, very hard. And I can say very hard every day with programs, every day working very hard, but not always working smart, or what we're now calling smarter, where you have to keep yourself energized, excited, and also reviewing, those risks that were there, previously. So this is what it is that we are here to undertake. And over the years that we've been doing this, it is, I don't even know how I can call it, but it's something that we have seen people running, and most critically, they are not spending time on what we call high-paying activities, high-performing activities, high-payoff activities, which we simply call HPAs. So these HPAs are the things that form part of our well-being and form part of the things that we want to undertake. Why are we saying that? We are saying what is holding us back, me included. So what's holding us back? Through our consulting work and MCP training, we have identified 9 critical challenges that block individuals and teams from reaching full performance potential. And this is because every time when we are talking about potential, we are talking about the things that are within our reach, the things that we can be able to touch. They are all there. Just like we say, Zambia has been on potential for a long, long time. Zambia has been on potential for so many years. Why are we still where we are when we've got all these things that is, around us? So through our consulting work and MCP training, these 9 critical challenges are so they are so easy, and yet those are the challenges that we faced even in our training. Even when we're training well-organized teams from well-respected institutions, they still show up. they still show up. And just, last week they showed up so, so big that we thought that this could be a good topic to sensitize, others on our platform. Today, I will not just mention this, but give you some, tough truths, practical tools, and mindset shifts that must happen if we are serious about change. Let's get into these critical challenges and what we must do about them. The number one thing that we have seen really is resistance to change. Let's be honest. Many of us are stuck in comfort zones disguised as traditions. And we are all saying tradition, this is what we do things here, this is how we do things here. So it even results sometimes, you've got a new member in the team and they just come and, they're excited about things, they're ready to do things. But when they come in and they see what other people are doing, when you send them an email, they're not responding. When you go for a meeting, they're like, oh my goodness, what is she all about? What is it all about? And this has shown that it is very, very, difficult for us to be able to undertake, these traditions of this is what we do here. But change is not optional. It's a currency for growth. Change is a currency for growth. Solutions to resistance to change are many. Start small, then train minds before you train actions. Your mind should be trained to say, I am the one who is doing it. I am the one, I can do this, I can do this, I have got all it takes. I've got all it takes, and I've got all it takes. Why are we saying we've got all it takes? Because for real, we've got what it takes. And when we've got what it takes, we are ready to actually move from where we were to where we want to go. What is the lesson? When I say train minds before you train your actions, because we want let people taste success through wins, not threats. People should be able to taste success through the wins that they are making daily. It doesn't matter, even if it's just, every day you're rushing out and you've never really tasted this nice tea and nice coffee in the morning because you're always rushing. So just tasting a nice coffee like this one that I'm taking in my favorite cup. This is what it is. Taste the small successes, the small wins before you can just be able to do the things that you want. And avoid those threats that are coming. Threats give us opportunities to do things, better if we handle them with hands-on. What is the lesson here? Change is not an event. Change is a habit built by reconditioning your inner story. We all have these stories. The things that we say, I was poor, no, I was swindled, I don't want to do this business ever again. You don't know what God has in store for you. So, change is a habit built by reconditioning your inner story. So let's condition our inner stories. Who is ready to condition their inner stories? I have seen a lot of people, including my daughter, who has just reconditioned and put, reconditioning her backstory, her inner story, which prevented her from actually rising. When you see her today, you just say, oh wow, let's go girl, proud of you, because you know that somebody is reconditioning their inner stories and making things work. Even I myself have reconditioned the inner story of leaving the malls and forgetting about things that are not working, concentrating on things that are working. It's a story that I'm proud to say because it made the brand shine. And once the brand was shining, it is what has led to this story that we're talking about today, because we are using the experience to let other people rise and thrive in whatever condition that their inner story is telling them. Because it is possible that we can be able to actually recondition and make ourselves, ready and tell our new stories. So here we are proud to tell inner stories, to tell the stories that has come out of our bad, stories that were there. And we have, mandated our mind to say, resistance to change is not going to be part of our dream. It's not going to be part of our game. We are ready to thrive and we are ready to go with those people that are willing to change with us. The second one is endless, that has been coming out of these stories. The endless unplanned meetings is one of the critical challenges that people are facing in institutions where they are supposed to be thriving. Endless unplanned meetings, they say it is a big critical challenge that most institutions, in fact, almost 99% of the institutions that we have trained have said unplanned meetings. So have you ever looked at your day and asked, what did I actually finish? What did I actually finish? What did I actually accomplish, this day? Meetings without outcomes are draining energy and progress. In the last, a training we had for trainer of trainers, someone was, was actually saying, Overcomer was actually saying, sometimes they're just pulled in these meetings, at the last minute. You just see, an email pop, come for the meeting, come for the meeting. Meantime, you're on your HPA. And at the end of the day, if it's that HPA is not done, then your KPIs are not made. But you're being pulled out, out of, HPA to go and attend a meeting which you did not plan for. So what is the solution? We can say, no agenda, no meeting. That is one of the solutions that we can have. If there's no agenda for the meeting, there is no meeting. Keep it timed and result-based. What is the lesson there? Time is your silent profit and loss statement. Spend it on progress, not on talk. In Zambia, we are so big at talking, and action is not actually, happening in most cases. So if we can just tame those nice big talks, when something comes, even on group chats, something comes on and it is something that is happening, something that is going on, the current news, like the buzz of the day. You will spend the whole day answering, this one post. So you are the one who is the champion, who is leading, the conversations, and you just find that the whole day is done, and on your HPAs, you haven't ticked any of your HPAs. So this is what we are talking about when we say you are busy, being busy, and unplanned meetings have come in your way, and you just don't know where your time is going. So time is your silent profit and loss statement. Spend it on progress, not on talk. That is a very, very big lesson, and an answer to that question of endless unplanned meetings. The third one is busy being busy with nothing to show. Busy being busy with nothing to show. We have glorified the hustle so much that we have lost sight of results. You can be moving and still stuck. What is the solution? Working daily, top 3 smarter goals. Top 3. You say, what are these top 3? Which we call the imperative action steps. Come rain, come sunshine, you'll be able to do that. And then you've got, 4 or 5, important action steps. So these top 3 smarter goals, track output, not hours that you have spent on something. Create personal systems for follow through. Yesterday, when we were having our Monday meetings, and we have got on our team people to help us with social media, and I spent a lot of time trying to train people on the program before they can actually be part of our team. And I was saying, when I saw the team head has yellow papers, those yellow stickers, pink stickers, and I said, the next time that I see you, I don't want to see the yellow stickers. I don't want to see the pink stickers. Why? It is because those stickers are being stuck on top of each other and you can forget. I said, that's why we've got, the planner, which has got, where you're going to write your imperative action steps. Come rain, come sunshine, you are going to do those. The important action steps is those planned things that if you were not able to do them, you shift them to be imperative the following day, or you delegate them, or you simply get down to do them. And who are you going to contact? Because on those papers, once you lose those papers, it's even going to lose, but here it is structured. I am organized. Who are you going to contact for plan A and plan B to be done? What time are you going to do that? Because on those papers, they're not going to indicate what time you're going to, but here is a platform which is ready for you to use. So we debated on that, and I am ready to inspect the book, because the work that you do not inspect, it actually is slow in being executed. So we've made a date to actually just share, the page to say, what is it? And every day when you do that, there is a page down there, a space down here, which is saying, what have I accomplished today? So it's organizing you. The program is organized so that you are not just being busy with nothing to show at the end of the day. And this is what this mindset change, process is doing to a lot of human beings and a lot of those people that are there every day that we need to make do. And I would say, like on our platform, on the cocktail chats, these things, you can go there and you can always just see what we're talking about that you'll be able to undertake. And I wish that Sandra, you were actually using, this phone so that we can be able to actually see them coming on our cocktail chats and being able to actually volunteer those, high things that we are able to undertake every day. So being busy is really, if there's nothing that is showing, if there's nothing that is showing, for us to be able to manage, then we'll be able to just, stick to those things that we have put on our organized page so that nothing is overlooked as we, move forward. So the fourth one is firefighting, what we call company politics or work politics, or just your internal politics that is, making you not able to thrive. So office politics, it drains morale. It creates distrust and distracts from purpose. We fight each other instead of the real problems that is happening in our own organization. We just get so distracted because of company politics. And this is so real because everyone is saying, no, I'm not going to say anything because that one, hates my feelings, or that one said this, or that one did this, or that one. Forget about, firefighting in companies. Forget about those issues that we are able to undertake and those issues that will not make us progress. We are saying we fight each other instead of the real problems. What is the solution? Clarify your roles, your values. What are your company values? What are your own values? If your own values and company values don't meet, then you're always, going astray. We are saying clarify team purpose. Tackle root causes of conflict. What is it that is making this conflict every day, and not just the symptoms? Mention the elephant in the room. Deal with the elephant in the room. Most times we don't want to say because the elephant in the room is so big, it has occupied the whole room. No one can even talk. So let's avoid those, or identify the elephant in the room so that we are able to tackle these symptoms that are there or the conflicts that we are facing. What is the lesson? Where purpose is clear, politics fade. I want to repeat that. Where purpose is clear, politics fade. And that is the biggest, lesson that will come out of the firefighting in company politics. Number 5 is what has come out of these, trainings is unclear job descriptions. When people are unsure of their role, they end up overstepping or under-delivering. For us, we actually say, what are you good at? What are you good at? Can you be able to actually, take, the things that you're good at, so that when you are good at that something, no one is going to say, this, because you're going to concentrate on the things that you're good at. And you can imagine if everyone is concentrating on the things that they're good at. Sometimes you get a job just because of a salary. But even if it's like that, what are you good at? That is going to enable you earn that salary. Because if we are not good at anything, but we're expecting, to be paid, then it's a problem. That is when now the company starts to feel that you are actually not able to manage, the things that you really need to be managing by yourself and getting rewarded. People are paid, they are rewarded on the things that they have been able to put into the company that is earning the company money, so that they're able to pay you. You can imagine if every month is coming and there's nothing that can show to your name that you have done. It doesn't have to be sales, but it has to be, what are these things? Because salespeople always want to bring sales. But if salespeople are going to sell a product, the things lined up, there has to be that product. So there has to be that product that somebody is going to sell. But there is a process of bringing that product to you. So who is in that process? That is why we are saying we've got these teams, the teams that are there, so that we are able to manage those things that we're talking about. So what is the solution? The solution is sit down and align your job description to your goals. This is what we call the Pareto principle in the Mindset Change program, or the 20/80 rule. This is where 20% of your activities should give you 80% of your desired results, not any results, because results can be results, but desired results. It will give you the desired results. If we can ask, what key results am I here to deliver? If every day you can ask yourself, what key results am I here to deliver? You'll be able to actually do good. What is the lesson there? The lesson is clarity is power. You can't score where there is no goalpost. And you have scored. It's just going to be said, it's out. The referee has blown the ball, it's out. So you cannot score where there is no goalpost. It's impossible. So where is your goal? So that you can direct your shoot there. And that shoot is the desired result that we're talking about. The other, the 6th one is lack of structure. This has come out of a lot of individuals in organizations where they are saying, the structure is not, correct, or no structure means the decisions are delayed. There is confusion reigns, and everyone blames the system. If there is no structure, everyone is blaming the system. Why are we blaming the system? It's because they are not clear of the structure. What is the solution? Introduce virtual structures, organizational charts, weekly check-ins, team leads with clear authority. What is the lesson? Structure is not control. It is freedom with direction. Structure is not control. It is freedom with direction. The other one is staying too long in denial. We've got the change curve that we use when facilitating mindset change process. The change curve is a curve that is showing when a new thing has come in your institution. A new thing has come in your institution. How are you dealing with it? Not even a new thing in your institution. They have told you that you've got a condition. They have told you that today you found with, say, HIV, today you found with hypertensive, today you found with diabetes, today you found with sickle cell. You are in shock. But, you're in shock, you're in denial. But how long are you going to spend on denial? And this is related to, some organizations are struggling not because of lack of skill, but because of lack of honesty. They are denying something that has already arrived. They're in denial. What is the solution? Use reflection tools like the change cave. Run regular, what is not working meetings? What is not working? Maybe we just call for a meeting, not just be busy being busy, but call for a meeting and have the agenda. What is not working? Can we deal with it? So this is one of the things. And what is the lesson? Denial delays your destiny. Healing begins with honest acknowledgement that you have got a problem. You have got a challenge. And you're going to test it to say, what can I do? You start testing, you start acknowledging, testing until you identify the benefits, you identify the things that are working, and you go forward to the things that you want at the end of the day. Until you reach your integration, what is called integration, where everything just starts to work nicely, teams are gelling and everything else is working. The number 8 is not taking responsibility. Blame is easy, ownership is rare. But that's what makes high performance. Blame is easy, blame game. It's not me, it's this one. Even kids do it. Oh no, it's not me who broke it. It's not me who did that. It's not me who did that. And if that's not taking responsibility, burdens you, it will become a habit where people are not taking responsibility. Because in every institution we want ownership, but this ownership is rare. But that's what makes high performance in an organization. What is the solution? Embedded accountability into culture. We, here at Mindset Change, we actually value accountability partners. When you've got an accountability partner, you are good. You are good at the things that you are making happen. So embed accountability into the culture, reward ownership, not excuses. When people own something, that is what is rewarded. And that's what makes you, be given that level of your rewards, salary. They're always giving you a notch. Why? Because of you take responsibility and then you get rewarded, for it. Those people that are having excuses, manage them, out or train them. And if they can't change, you actually allow them to leave. What is the lesson? You are not responsible for everything, but you are responsible for your response. Whatever comes out of your mouth, you are responsible for it. And this is what is equal to when we are saying, what is your your time management? It is personal mastery. It is taking personal responsibility to manage yourself. That is mastery. You know yourself. You know your capabilities. You know nobody can take anything away from you. The other one is, the last one that is there is delayed service delivery. Delayed service delivery. This is a teaser for next week. Next week, we are going to have Generator talk about real delayed service delivery. We'll go deeper into this next week because delays are costing you more than money. When you delay on something, it is costing you money. It's more than money that costs this. It's costing trust. And when you don't have trust, even in a product, it makes life very, very challenging. And as we conclude, today's call, so look out for next week. Next week, Tuesday, we are going to speak about delayed service delivery because this is huge in our environment, huge, everywhere. And when people delay service delivery, when they delay this service delivery, it just makes things so challenging, for us. So here is my challenge to you today. Take a good look at your own day. Are you really spending time on your high-paying activities? Or are you constantly caught in distractions, firefighting, or meetings with no outcomes? Remember, change begins with a mindset, a correct mindset. But it is, it must be followed by action. We say action. Action changes things. Let's move from busy to productivity, from noise to results, and above all, from excuses to empowered responsibility. We want you to be empowered and be responsible. And this is why I'm saying thank you for joining us today. And I hope that you will be able to manage the things that we are helping you manage and helping you move forward in all the spheres of life, because change begins with you. Change begins with you. I just want to put this in the chat box. Change begins with you. You are in charge. So have a very good morning, and make sure that you have one of your 4 imperative things to study these 9 things that can make you drive your day to that successful situation that you have every day. Make sure that you've got an accountability partner. Make sure that no one is making noise in your own environment. Make sure that you're bringing your team to just not being busy. Make sure that you are not having unplanned meetings where you're calling people and then there's no outcome. Make sure that you are thriving in your success. Make sure you are healthy, and make sure that you are gelling in all the areas of your life. Have a great day. This is your Dr. SunshineSylvia. Thank you.